I'm Joanna Garsili. This is Tarot News, giving you a multi-dimensional view. Breaking news right now is Pamela Anderson on The View. And so Nick brought it to my attention. I just watched it. I just watched the segment of The View, and it was intense. So what I'm going to share here specifically that we'll get into is what was the energy, right? Because we've got on The View, you've got all these, what I would, I guess, refer to as talking heads, right? People in the media. And there are these different points of view and things that are communicated. Let's look at the underlying energy, that which is not spoken, which happens to us in our everyday lives as well, where someone says one thing and they mean something totally different, or you say something and someone else projects something totally different back at you. That is what I would refer to as a boundary violation. And in this instance, I'm just looking here as well from the headline from the Daily Beast. The Daily Beast, rather than the headline, let me just go to this little paragraph that they said, and I'm going to expand upon it. The Daily Beast said, things got heated Friday on The View when Conservative co-host Meghan McCain angrily confronted Baywatch star Pamela Anderson over Julian Assange, calling the WikiLeaks founder a cyber terrorist who has put America's security at risk. So the first thing is that I've never seen Meghan McCain before. This is how much I don't follow news. But the first thing that I said to Nick when we were watching The View, I said, who's that woman on the right? Before anything was said in the interview, I said, this woman is so angry. She is filled with anger. So I would just say my immediate psychic impression of Meghan McCain is this is a woman who has not dealt with her anger issues. She cannot have done much personal development, in my opinion. And everything that she internalizes everything. I'm going to get into Pamela Anderson in a minute, but I want to focus on Meghan first here because that was where my attention went right away. So Meghan McCain I feel like she just does not have a core of personal development. She of course would totally disagree, and she has a lot of work to do on herself, in my opinion. And I'm not saying this with judgment. It's just what I feel from her. So it's like a ball of in her gut, and she throws it out. Like literally, some people that you come across and they have an energy of anger. Her entire vibration, her entire energy field is anger. So I feel like literally from a psychic perspective, it was like she vomited on Pamela Anderson, just like went, yeah, with anger. Yeah. Like that's it. And I think that where is the root of that anger? It is unaddressed issues that she has with her late father, John McCain. I mean, that's just what I pick up with her. A lot of issues there. So I think there is a huge amount of internal conflict with her, and she would totally deny it and say she only has positive things to say about her late father. And again, no disrespect to John McCain, but I feel like she's just... So let me move on to Pamela Anderson now. So Pamela Anderson, I had no idea that she's an activist. All I know is that when I was growing up in London, I used to watch her on Baywatch. That's it. That's my experience of Pamela Anderson. It's just, just running down the beach. Obviously, I don't have the tits that go with Pamela Anderson. But it's just like, and it's like, wow, California. Maybe Baywatch had an influence for me ending up living here in California, in Los Angeles. So, my immediate impression, I'm going to pick a tarot card afterwards from the Rider-Waite deck for this. I felt that as soon as I saw Pamela Anderson today on The View, grace, whatever anyone says, or that attack from Meghan McCain, I felt like Pamela Anderson embodied pure grace. And she is all in the heart. She is really heart-centered. It's not just some, oh, I'm a humanitarian, or I really care, and she doesn't really care. Pamela Anderson, from my perspective, from a psychic perspective, looking at energy, she cares, and she cares a lot. Now, on all the sort of the political things and everything, and Assange and all of that, I'm not going to comment on that right now. I'm just saying I feel that Pamela Anderson and what she was sharing is a great integrity. Now, one thing that Nick mentioned to me off camera before we got on here was, is Pamela Anderson part of the CIA? Is that what you said to me?
Is she undercover?
Is she undercover the CIA?
Double agent ever.
Pamela Anderson is not a double agent. She is not part of the CIA. Don't give her that much credit. Come on. Like, no. She is someone who is taking her celebrity and what she has done and her influence, and she is trying to channel it in a positive way. That is my impression. I feel like that took a lot of courage going into The View, because from her beliefs, you're going, to me, it looks like going into the lion's den on The View, sitting there with those like literally, I just saw lions. So I feel that Pamela Anderson was extremely graceful. Now, in terms of...
What are you going to the cards for?
What am I going to the cards for? What would be the specific thing that we want to see here? I feel I'd like a suggestion from you, Nicholas.
You could take it from Periscope audience as well. Let's see what comes in first. Let me think.
I'm going to keep mixing here because I just...
What should Pamela Anderson's next steps be? What's her next move? How can she free Assange and make him come out of this heroic? How does she defend him, right? So
and that, when you said that, I literally felt such a blocked energy in the throat. So it feels like that would be a hell of a feat for her to do that. I'm sort of feeling like I'm leaning towards this card. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to go back into it here. It's as if like she's going to have to dig really, really deep. Okay, I'm going to put them down. I'm going to go like this. We're going to cut. I'm going to have you call left or right. Left or right?
You're right.
This side or this side?
You're right.
This side?
Yes.
All right. Top or bottom?
Top card.
Top. Knight of Swords. See, this card is all about communication. This is a card of, to me, this says in relationship that Pamela Anderson she's a master. It's like she's a master communicator. I feel like that is her strength.
Flying over the fire, it looks like. She's definitely.
She's not going to back down.
No,
I think that she made the point. She knew, like she had already
on the move with the weapon.
But I feel, yes, but for her, what the sword, spiritually speaking, the sword represents truth. And so she is saying, I am carrying truth. Her mission here in this, it's more than like, it's, people are calling her an activist, but I just want to go to the core of it. For her, it is about truth, speaking truth, revealing the truth. And that is what I feel is her heartfelt commitment. And then you've got Meghan McCain tearing it down and telling her that it's otherwise. And it's a total projection onto her, a ghastly projection. You want to pick a card for Meghan McCain?
Yeah,
yes.
another pile. Top card is for Meghan McCain.
All right.
All right, here comes Meghan's card. How can
see what happens here with this? King of Wands. King of Wands. Okay, so
what does
this
mean for Meghan?
well, Wands is all about creativity, and it's about being a master communicator. And sorry, not a master communicator, a master in a creativity. Which this says to me, what I get from this is that I feel that Meghan McCain, her being on The View, she has an opportunity to really serve people, to educate them, to inspire them. That is the position of power that she is in as a public figure, and she's not doing it. She's misusing that. She's not in her full potential. I feel like, and this is going to sound...
There's a little lizard in the bottom. What's in the
well,
bottom
if
right
I
corner?
just feel like if she didn't have all the impact of the unaddressed issues from her father, that she could help so many more people. She could help so many more people. It's like, instead of here being a creative inspiration, this wand of creativity is like a weapon. It's like being used in a wrong way. So, you know, I just, again, it's all, it's a choice. When we are born into this world on a soul level, we have a potential, a seed of potential within us. And we can grow that seed of potential into a beautiful tree and provide fruits of many through our labors, or we can grow into a weed and be a pest and suck people down and pull them down and hold them back. And so just, I'd say, pray for Meghan McCain, that she has some type of spiritual wake-up call. I don't think it's ever going to happen. I think she's going to be angry until the grave with things. I think when she goes to sleep at night, she's absolutely miserable. If she saw this, she'd just be like, she'd hate me. She's like, oh, who is this Joanna Garzini? So, yes. But at the end of the day, love does conquer all. See here, my intention bracelet, love. That is the intention. Oh, so yeah, why? Listen to me. Why am I an expert? Like, who am I to go and say these things here? I am Joanna Garzilli. I am author of Big Miracles, the 11 Spiritual Rules for Ultimate Success. I don't just write or talk about stuff. I actually practice what I share, what I preach. I put it into practice every day. And I try and do that to the best of my ability, with integrity. I coach people spiritually as well. And I also do intuitive personal readings as well. Not to say this is exactly what's happening in your future, but to say, look, based on your strengths and based on your challenges, here's what you need to be aware of. The more aware we become, the better the decisions we make. Instead of being in denial, we move into more consciousness. And I feel, in summary, that Pamela Anderson is really living spiritually with integrity. And I feel that Meghan McCain is the polarizing opposite of that. And that it was like a massive clash on The View. And I guess, you know, in the bigger picture of this, it's a blessing that Meghan McCain, from the spiritual perspective, has been that polarizing influence, because I think it really highlights the goodness and the integrity and the truth-seeking of Pamela Anderson. This is Joanna Garzilli. You've been watching Tarot News, giving you a multidimensional view, and I look forward to you tuning in next time.